Have you ever wondered why praying at 3 a.m. is considered so powerful? For many Christians, this is a sacred time. But what if I told you there's science behind this act of faith? In the stillness of the early hours, when the world is fast asleep, something extraordinary happens to those who rise to seek God. This practice is more than just a spiritual ritual. It triggers a profound psychological and physiological transformation that can change your life in unimaginable ways. Imagine starting your day with a prayer that not only uplifts your soul, but also deeply impacts your body and mind. Various studies suggest that praying at this hour can reduce stress levels, improve sleep quality, and even strengthen your immune system. It's as if your body is finely tuned to respond to this early morning call, offering benefits that go far beyond the spiritual. Intriguing, isn't it? In this piece, we'll explore how praying at 3 a.m. can be a powerful tool for transformation, both mentally and physically. We'll uncover the psychological benefits, examine the physiological responses, and understand how this sacred practice aligns with the body's natural rhythms. Whether you already practice this prayer or are considering starting, get ready to discover how science and faith come together in surprising ways. The early hours of the morning, especially around 3 a.m., have long been regarded as a time of deep introspection and heightened spiritual awareness. But what makes this time so special from a psychological standpoint? Research into circadian rhythms, the natural cycles that regulate our sleep-wake patterns, reveals that our bodies and minds are in a unique state during these early hours. According to Dr. Matt Walker, a professor of neuroscience and psychology at the University of California, Berkeley, brain activity around 3 a.m. is markedly different from other times of the day. The brain, still transitioning between REM, rapid eye movement, sleep and wakefulness, is particularly primed for reflection and deep thought, making it an ideal time for prayer and meditation. REM sleep, which dominates the latter part of the night, is crucial for processing emotions, memories, and experiences. Waking up during or shortly after REM sleep means the mind is still in a highly reflective state, making it easier to focus on prayer and connect with deeper thoughts and feelings. This period is often referred to as the quiet hours, when the mind is less cluttered with the noise of daily life and more receptive to introspection. Praying at 3 a.m. is not just a spiritual act, but also a powerful reset for the body's stress response. Dr. Herbert Benson, a pioneer in mind-body medicine, has studied the effects of meditation and prayer on stress reduction for decades. His research shows that consistent prayer can trigger what he calls the relaxation response, a state of deep rest that alters the physical and emotional responses to stress. By engaging in prayer during this tranquil hour, individuals can experience reduced anxiety, improved mood, and a greater sense of calm. Moreover, praying at 3 a.m. can enhance cognitive function. Studies suggest that early morning practices, including prayer, can improve mental clarity and focus. This is because the brain is not yet fully engaged in the day's activities and can concentrate better on the spiritual and mental exercises at hand. As a result, those who practice prayer at this time often report feeling more centered and focused throughout the day, with an increased ability to handle challenges and make decisions. But the benefits don't stop there. The practice of praying at 3 a.m. has significant impacts on physical health too. One of the most notable is its effect on the immune system. The body follows a circadian rhythm that regulates immune function, with certain activities being more active at night. A study published in Nature Reviews Immunology suggests that the immune system is more vigilant during the night. making it an ideal time for activities that promote health and well-being, such as prayer and meditation. Prayer, like other forms of meditation, can also positively influence cardiovascular health. Research from the American Heart Association shows that regular prayer or meditation can lower blood pressure, reduce heart rate, and promote overall cardiovascular health. The quiet and peaceful environment of 3 a.m. enhances these effects, as the body is naturally inclined to rest and rejuvenate during this time. Furthermore, engaging in prayer at this hour can improve sleep quality. While it might seem counterintuitive to interrupt sleep for prayer, studies suggest that those who practice early morning prayer often experience deeper, more restful sleep afterwards. This is partly because prayer can help clear the mind of worries and anxieties that might otherwise disrupt sleep. Dr. Andrew Newberg, a neuroscientist who studies the relationship between brain activity and spiritual experiences, has found that prayer activates areas of the brain involved in relaxation and sleep. By incorporating prayer into the early morning hours, individuals can set a peaceful tone for the remainder of their sleep, leading to more restorative rest. Of course, the spiritual benefits of 3 a.m. prayer are profound and cannot be overlooked. For centuries, this time has been revered in various religious traditions as a sacred hour when the veil between the physical and spiritual worlds is thinnest. In Christianity, it is frequently referred to as the witching hour or God's hour, a time when spiritual warfare is believed to be most intense and when divine intervention is most accessible. From a spiritual perspective, praying at 3 a.m. is seen as a way to align oneself with the divine, to seek guidance, and to draw closer to God. The Bible, in Mark 1:35, mentions that Jesus rose very early in the morning, while it was still dark, to pray in a solitary place. This act of seeking solitude and communion with God in the early hours serves as a powerful example of the spiritual significance of this practice. The stillness and quiet of the world at 3 a.m. provide an ideal backdrop for spiritual reflection. In these moments, distractions are minimal, allowing for a deeper and more intimate connection with God. Many believers report that during this time, they experience a heightened sense of clarity and purpose, feeling more attuned to the guidance of the Holy Spirit. Moreover, the act of dedicating this time specifically for prayer can instill a sense of discipline and devotion. It signals a commitment to prioritizing one's spiritual life, setting the tone for the day ahead. This practice, repeated consistently, can lead to significant spiritual growth and a stronger, more resilient faith. While the benefits of 3 a.m. prayer are compelling, maintaining this practice can be challenging, especially for those who are not naturally early risers or who have demanding schedules. The key to sustaining this practice lies in preparation and intention. One of the most effective ways to ease into a 3 a.m. prayer routine is by gradually adjusting your sleep schedule. Consider going to bed earlier in the evening to ensure you still get adequate rest. The National Sleep Foundation recommends adults aim for 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night, so planning your bedtime accordingly is crucial. Creating a conducive environment for prayer can also make a significant difference. Before going to bed, prepare a quiet and comfortable space where you can pray undisturbed. This might include setting up a small altar, lighting a candle, or placing a journal nearby to jot down any thoughts or reflections that arise during your prayer time. These small preparations can signal to your mind that this time is special and sacred. It's important to approach this practice with flexibility and grace. Life is unpredictable, and there will be mornings when waking up at 3 a.m. is difficult or impossible. On such days, It's essential to find another time to connect with God rather than feeling guilty or discouraged. The consistency of your effort and the sincerity of your heart matter more than the exact timing. For those new to this practice, starting small can be beneficial. Commit to waking up at 3 a.m. for prayer once or twice a week initially, then gradually increase the frequency as it becomes more natural. During this time, focus on the quality of your prayer rather than the quantity. Allow each prayer to be a moment of deep connection with God and observe how it influences your day. The benefits of 3 a.m. prayer extend beyond the individual, creating a ripple effect that can influence others in profound ways. As you cultivate a sense of peace, patience, and purpose through this practice, you may find that your interactions with others become more harmonious. Whether it's with family members, colleagues, or friends, the calm and focus you develop during your early morning prayer can positively impact your relationships. One compelling example is the story of a woman named Sarah, who began her 3 a.m. prayer routine during a time of great personal difficulty. Facing financial struggles, a troubled marriage, and stress at work, Sarah turned to early morning prayer as a source of solace. Over time, she noticed significant improvements in her mental health, relationships, and overall outlook on life. Her experience is a testament to the transformative power of combining spiritual practice with the natural rhythms of the body and mind. Furthermore, as your faith deepens through this practice, you may find yourself becoming a source of inspiration for others. Your ability to remain calm and composed in the face of adversity can serve as a powerful testimony to the strength that comes from a close relationship with God. This can encourage others to explore their own spiritual practices and seek similar peace and purpose in their lives. To sustain the practice of 3 a.m. prayer over the long term, it's essential to integrate it into your life in a way that feels natural and sustainable. Setting realistic goals, such as starting with 3 mornings a week, can help you build consistency without overwhelming yourself. Over time, as the practice becomes ingrained in your routine, you may find it easier to commit to waking up early every day. Another key to sustaining this practice is community support. Sharing your experiences with others who are also engaging in 3 a.m. prayer can provide valuable encouragement and motivation. Consider joining a prayer group or forming one with friends or family members who share similar spiritual goals. This sense of community can help reinforce your commitment and provide a support network on days when maintaining the practice feels particularly challenging. It's also important to remember that the most significant aspect of this practice is not the exact time you pray, but the consistency and sincerity with which you approach it. If you miss a morning, don't be discouraged. Instead, find another time in the day to connect with God and reaffirm your commitment to your spiritual journey. The practice of 3 a.m. prayer offers profound benefits for the mind, body, and spirit. It is a time of psychological awakening, where the mind is primed for deep reflection and connection with the divine. The physiological benefits, including improved immune function, cardiovascular health, and sleep quality, further enhance the value of this practice. Spiritually, it provides a unique opportunity to draw closer to God, fostering a sense of peace and purpose that can transform your life. As you consider incorporating this practice into your life, remember that it is not about perfection, but about persistence. Start small, be patient with yourself, and allow the practice to grow naturally. Over time, you may find that 3 a.m. prayer becomes not just a part of your routine, but a cornerstone of your spiritual life, a time you look forward to, where you can find solace, guidance, and strength for the challenges ahead. And as you embark on this journey, take comfort in knowing that you are not alone. Many have walked this path before you and have found it to be a source of immeasurable blessing, whether you practice alone or with others. The act of dedicating this time to prayer is a powerful testament to your faith and commitment to a life of peace, purpose, and spiritual fulfillment. So, take that first step. Set your alarm, prepare your heart, and embrace the quiet of the early morning. You may be surprised at the profound impact it can have, not just on your day, but on your entire life. As you do, may you find the peace, strength, and clarity that come from a deep, intentional connection with God.